settler.
Alan Grant.
You didn't come out all this way just to catch up now, did you?
You coming or what?
Great to see you all. I get nostalgic, excited, even watching the first Jurassic Park. I get weepy. The chills. Do you get the same thing? I mean, how good does this feel to be reunited?
It feels amazing. Yeah?
Yeah, it's really immensely rewarding.
It's wonderful. Yeah, we've had a continuum now for a few decades, and I must say, during the shooting of the last movie, it was during COVID, and we were all, huddled up.
Hugger-mugger. Hugger-mugger.
Hugger-mugger.
What does that mean?
Hugger-mugger means you're all cuddled up,
We were hugger-mugger.
Just sheltering from the storm.
But I felt closer, in a way, I felt we all got closer than ever we had been. We got chummier and spent many hours talking and walking.
Making music.
Playing music.
Playing music. We sang. You look up on
We had
your
music night.
on your things. You'll see a couple of snippets of us singing some old tunes. He's got a wonderful voice. You do.
Please ignore that.
So what was the day like? The first day the three of you stepped back on set together. What was that moment like for all of you?
Well, I'll break it. Well, I just remember arriving. I've told this before. I remember arriving, and they had already gotten there to the hotel, and they did that. They were up on like a balcony because it's a grand. We were at the grand at the Langley. I
With
pulled
our masks
up,
on.
and these two were like that.
Masks and shields, maybe.
My luggage was in the car, and they were like that. I was like, hi. It was great. And then the first day was the scene. You haven't seen it yet, and I won't give anything away. We're all in a vehicle, and there's it's life and death, and we
Was that
we
our
acted.
first scene? That was our first scene?
I think that was the first day and the first scene.
Yeah.
I think so.
In the Jeep, yeah.
Yeah, we won't tell you.
With an effect we were dealing with.
And there was some improvisation. It was fun, and my kids were there watching.
Yeah.
It was the only scene they watched, and I said, "Oh, look and watch this." Anyway.
So now I have a million. Go ahead.
And in the Jurassic world, things happen to vehicles. You know what I mean? It usually doesn't end well. That's all I'm going to say.
Leave it at that. But I remember Colin, being in the direction of the scene and then saying it hit him that our characters were there all together again and that he got moved. And I texted Stephen a photograph of all of us together.
What did he say?
He got very emotional, he said.
He said it made him, it
Yeah.
shook him up.
Yeah. So it was, a lovely family story.
I know you said back in the day, Sam, that you all became the masters of amazement because you were the first to do a blockbuster CG film and you had to react off of just whatever it was. Have you perfected it, re-perfected it? Who amongst the three of you is the biggest master of amazement? And coming back this time, how different did it feel? Did it feel sort of like the last time, or does it feel completely like something new?
There's nothing like the first time, is there? when it comes to awe and that stuff. I'd nominate Laura Dern as being the number one, just for shock and awe.
I second that emotion.
Yeah.
Oh, there's nobody can do that.
I will say that being the original cast, putting ourselves in circumstances where then friends would ask us, what was that like? You had nothing to look at. And now every actor we know has had to do this in a movie.
Yeah.
But we felt like we were the first ones, pretending at something that wasn't there. And then walking onto a set with other people who've been doing this for 3 movies.
Oh, yeah.
And watching Bryce also scream in her shock and awe.
Yeah.
I don't know. She might have taken the cake.
Yeah.
And how was that, being with the whole cast together? Because I know Bryce really, really couldn't wait to work with you. I know they were all really excited. I don't know if this is true or not, that you maybe asked Chris, you were like, I have to be an action star now. Back then I didn't have to be an action star. You talked about hating the gym.
Yeah.
Like, talk about that sort of interaction with the new cast. And
Look, they're just such sweethearts, that's the first thing. And they were so welcoming to us and just generous. And Chris Pratt is a genuine action hero, and that's something we've never really done. You know, we're kind of, you know, we're
How
sort
dare
of,
you?
We're,
for
no,
yourself.
I mean, the truth is we're kind of nerds in very unpleasant situations.
Now look here. I don't know what the heck is going on.
Pretend he's not here. Pretend he's not here.
Whereas
You can cut.
Pratt is amazing.
It's a
He
two-shot.
just knows what he knows what's. And I'd never really properly considered what do you do to be an action hero, and it's a whole bunch of skills that I'd never really considered. I find him completely awesome. Jeff Goldblum is a great action hero,
Thank you.
but Pratt is another level. Okay.
Are you listening to this?
You are actually, don't hide your light under a bushel. You are actually, you may not know it, but I'll give you a doctor's excuse right now. You are not only heroic because of your genuine integrity and magnificence, but a true man of the earth. You should see him on the farm with
Oh my
animals.
God. It's incredible.
He's a
Dr. Alan Grant's taken lessons
he's
from you. So.
an exemplar of the species.
Yes.
And you've named animals after your co-stars. Is this true?
Yes.
Great pride.
I haven't told Jeff this yet, but his Jeff Goldblum, the Ram, has retired.
Oh, retired, you mean, is that a euphemism?
No, he's retired. He went off to another farm, and I'm sure he's doing good work there.
Not like my dog. My dog, when my
Your
mom
family said to you?
yes, the dog's going to be okay. We shipped it off to a farm upstate Pennsylvania. He's going to
Yeah.
be fine.
Yeah, mine went to a farm
Oh,
too.
that-
So Laura, how were your scenes with Bryce?
Amazing, amazing. I mean, we had so much fun together, and like Chris, you know, they're so generous in the way things have worked for them in these films and working on stunts that Bryce would stand at the monitor when I was doing a stunt and be very protective and like, oh, you know, what if you did this? And like, maybe if you go closer there, and like so excited to support her actors in every way. And I'll never forget, I mean, when we have this end sequence, all of us together, and there's hardcore running, Chris would take us through our stunt prep, our warm-up exercises.
That's right, that's
so he
right.
was much like our trainer, because we were the kind of action heroes in the first movie where if we were honest, it was going to feel real and true. And then you do things like pull your quadricep muscle and like tear something in your arm, because we never thought about like, you know, warming up and preparing for the sprint.
I had a dark moment, I have to tell you. There is a point in the film where we're all together and we all have to run like crazy to avoid being killed. And we're waiting for the cameras to get ready. And Pratt is warming up, he's stretching, you know, and Mamadou is running on the spot, he's sprinting.
And DeWanda Wise has
This-
some rubber bands, and she's pumping up.
And the
She's
muscles are
muscling
growing.
up. Jeff Goldblum is doing his jazz dance. and she's athletic. I mean, we all know she's athletic. And
Great
she's stretching too. Oh my God. And I'm going, I'm about 20 years older than anyone else in this film. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it across. I think I will, this is the time I get eaten by an animatronic dinosaur, because I don't think I can run as fast as anyone. And they're so fit and they're so young, and I'm going to die. Luckily,
What happened?
I kept up.
You sure did.
Oh, you won the race. What's
Yeah.
that lyric in that song? Ah, yes, I remember it well. And he says, am I getting old, dear? Oh, no, not you. I love
And that reminds me,
What?
you are so good off the cuff.
Me?
Your moments from the original film have become internet memes. Are there callbacks in this film?
Just you wait.
Wait,
Oh,
Henry
please,
Higgins,
Steve.
just you wait. Oh, yeah, you're going to see a couple of hopefully delicious, tasty
Morsels.
Morsels. Yes. Well, what was I going to say? Oh, I know what I was going to say about the new cast. You know, in my humble opinion, they're not only great actors and masterful action athletes, you know, but they're all given to characters filled with a leadership. qualities. I mean, really, Bryce is an amazing
leader.
director and producer, and was really a group thinker and nurturer and leader, and so is Chris.
Such a sweet soul.
And so are you guys, obviously, leaders. It's a rare group of people who have this fine nobility, you know.
Okay, now I need you to toot your own horn a little bit. I need to hear about these moments that are going to happen in this film. So there's a few callbacks and some new deliciousness.
Yeah. I can't give them away. And hopefully, like you were saying the other day, they'll be well received and enjoyed
Oh, yes.
for what we intended. But yeah, they're, Colin Trevorrow and Emily Carmichael, who co-wrote the script. Very powerful and brilliant voice. Yes, found things they wanted to, I think, overall satisfy the viewer and fan from the original. And there are a couple of things that happen that we hope will be a little bit delightful, that remind us of moments and things that happened.
That are off the cuff and improvised by you as well, and hysterical.
Really?
Yeah,
Like which ones?
I can't tell.
Oh, okay.
But you've all seen the film.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just a few nights ago. We all saw it for the first time a few nights ago.
And what was your reaction?
I have never made so much noise in a film.
Really?
I was going, whoa, no, ow, whoa.
It's
All the way through.
unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
I have never seen an action movie that comes anywhere near this.
Yeah.
I felt as if I had revealed myself to myself, and I was drenched and purged.
Wow. I think that's the best review of a film I've ever heard.
That's very
Close your eyes
unnerving.
and you look at the person, and then you open your eyes.
Jeff was drenched and
I'm doing that
burned.
kind of action.
Going back a bit, like,
Tribute.
was it at all a difficult decision for you all to come back, or was it like, how did it all? Did you call each other? How did it all sort of converge and
did.
come together?
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's
We
a good
did
question.
talk.
Yeah.
Nobody's asked that question. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
I was in Italy.
I thought we should make, we thought we should make contact. Let's have talk.
Did we? How do you feel? What do you think?
Yeah.
Talking to Stephen and Frank Marshall.
Yeah.
What do you think?
And then during the filming, we would between us, we would get together from time to time and just huddle up and say, "How are you doing? How are you doing? Anything we
Okay.
need to, do?"
Why do you think this has endured so long? Why do fans love it so much? Why are people so excited to see this film, to see the culmination and see the three of you back together?
We've always had great women. Here's one right beside us. We've always had terrific villains. Campbell Scott in this film is a fabulous villain. Wayne Knight, all those guys. We've always had great kids.
Isabella Sermon is on
Yeah.
this one. Spectacular.
People die spectacularly. R.I.P. They die on towards, they get ripped apart in swimming pools, But there's a sort of magic thing that dinosaurs bring that I don't know why children are so fascinated by dinosaurs, but they absolutely are. They just really dig them.
They sure are. I've got two boys, 6 and 4, and there are dinosaurs all over the house. And that's not just because, Dad has been in a movie. No, there's dinosaurs everywhere. Kids do love them. But I must say, it occurs to me now that you've brought it up, it's just lucky that we play these characters that have created lasting interest. Michael Crichton wrote interesting and good characters. But Steven Spielberg, made a movie that you can't be good unless the director is good. And he made a movie that for one reason or another, his brilliance and genius and talent and all the elements came together and made, several things in that movie that a lot of people seem to be enchanted by.
And the thing that I'm so moved by is when fans have come up to me knowing we've made this film, and they say, I will never forget. I was 10, I was 12. My mom brought me, my brother and I saw the stories of the first time they saw this movie and how obsessed they are with the idea of this spectacle of seeing these dinosaurs and the coexistence of humans and dinosaurs. And their whole dream is that now they get to bring their children to the thing that meant so much to them. And that's, it's hard for a franchise to get to do that in the same way. And it's, really, really fun and
Yeah,
exciting.
the technology of that first CGI stuff that was new at the time was something that not only we were, amazed by, but got audiences just at that right time. Wow! So
Yeah.
that was part of the experience.